Hi, my name is Markia Castile Grant, and this research is on college students and their relationship with student loans. As a student, I know what it's like to use different methods to pay for school. Ever since I was a freshman in college, I had to pull out a federal loan. Even though I received TOPS, I still had to reach out to other methods. Just like if you would have had to pull out a loan and you already have scholarship or some type of grant, sometimes you still have to resort to pulling out a student loan. Higher education is constantly increasing. From the years 96 to 97, the percentage of dollars pulled out for student loans increased from 30% to 47% in the year that just passed. So with all the information that I collected, I wanted to get the perspective of other students and figure out if their relationship with student loans was different from mine. I wanted to know if the classification of a student had some type of effect on how they felt about student loans. While doing that, I wanted to collect data to see if gender would make a difference as well. To collect information, I created a survey that consisted of 19 questions, some of them on a Likert scale, and updated it to SurveyMonkey. That survey was then presented to my instructor that I had that he distributed to students at Louisiana State University of Alexandria, LSUA, and it was distributed randomly. The um the first sample of participants was meant to consist of about 30 participants, and it was random. At first, the participants at first I wanted the participants to be half freshmen and half seniors, but with surveys being random, you don't know really what you're gonna get. You have to group it differently. You have to change things up. So I had to group it differently. I had to group freshmen and sophomores together and juniors and seniors together to get a large amount in each group. And that's how I got my final results. Then I co- uh, then I collected results that separated them by gender instead of classification, male and female. And then with that, I gathered that information and put it into a chi-square test and used contingency tables. The results of the experiment required me to group to change up the way I grouped the classification, like I mentioned before, because of limited data. The original plan was to have 30 students participate, but only 17 actually responded to the survey, and about half of them didn't finish half of the survey, which limited even more. But with that, but with what I collected, I found out that freshmen and sophomores are more willing to take out student loans than juniors and seniors because they feel that it's more worth it in the end. When I wanted to figure out if gender made a difference in the way someone perceives student loans, I used the chi-square test, where I concluded that the expected value is a lot more than the observed value, and the possibility of actually getting the expected value was low. So I had to reject my hypothesis, which concluded that there was actually no difference when it came down to gender. I can conclude from my research that the classification of a student did affect the way that they felt about student loans. Students are those students are just starting out, and they probably a bit more enthusiastic about school, and they're not thinking about the future like juniors or seniors, because they are closer to finishing it. They know what they're about to deal with, and they can, I guess you can say, they are starting to picture their future, and some of them don't feel that they actually got to where they needed to get to. And I also concluded that most of although most of the students believe that student loans are actually very important, most of them would go back and not take them out at all. So with further research, I would like to expand my information. I would like to I would like to get to gather more information and extend the time frame of the information being collected so that I have more information that, and I can dissect more results and get a clearer picture of my actual results instead of having limited data. I could reach out to graduate students. they probably would have a different perspective of student loans than somebody that's a senior or somebody that's a junior. And then I can go even further and try to reach out to people that are actually out of school that probably finished school and didn't get the job that they wanted to get to, and they probably can't pay for the student loans, or somebody that excelled and they're doing great in their job, their career, and they don't feel the pressure of the student loans. And I want to figure out if I'm the only one that's feeling the pressure because I'm a senior, and I want to know if it is it actually worth it. And I guess I won't figure that out until I actually finish school. So thank you.